Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to The Mandalorian. This time we're on Season 1, Episode 5, Chapter 5, titled The Gunslinger. And we've had a fun ride so far. We've had a very, very fun ride so far, just enjoying the intergalactic adventures of the Mandalorian and his very own baby Yoda, his little boy, his Sonny Jim. And yeah, last time we had Sanctuary. We had Sanctuary, episode 4 was Sanctuary, and we had the lovely, amazing, gorgeous, kick-ass, badass Gina Carano as Cara Dune. She was amazing. She was amazing in the episode. We had her, and Mando and her trained an entire village of farmers to be able to fight back against, I think it was Clatoonians, and also a massive AT-ST walker that had been terrorizing their village for God knows how long. We saw it happen once before Mando came along and discovered what was going on, but it could have been happening for longer than that. And that's why they reached out to him in the first place. So yeah, so we saw them doing their thing, and then I think we saw kind of, like the opportunity, like a peaceful life for Mando, a peaceful life for the Mandalorian, like the possibility of that, like the widow of the village, the young widow was interested in him, and she was open to a relationship with him and a chance to help him settle down into like a peaceful life and stuff. And he could see it. I think he could see it. He couldn't deny the possibility. But then the ability to actually implement that into his current present lifestyle is not something that he saw happening anytime soon, especially with Baby Yoda around. He's a Mandalorian. He's a Mandalorian above anything else. It's the way he was raised after the Mandalorians took him in. So being anything other than that is not really very, very high in his list of priorities, let alone possibilities in his life right now. So not only was he going to leave the village, but he originally intended to leave Baby Yoda there because Baby Yoda was having the time of his life. He was hanging out with the kids, he was having like a normal childhood, something that Mando lost all those years ago, something that Mando never had, so he saw that, and he said, traveling with him, there's no kind of life for a kid, so he's going to leave Baby Yoda with them. But then a bounty hunter came along and he was about to kill Baby Yoda, but then Cara, being the badass that she is, she got to the bounty hunter first, and then they found the tracking fob on him, and that's when they both realized, he's Baby Yoda. He's Mando rescued him from the Empire, but he's still got a target on his back. Now at this point they both have targets on their backs, but Baby Yoda, being Baby Yoda, undoubtedly has the biggest target on his back, so leaving him anywhere alone is not safe. So it's a good thing he stuck around just long enough. He didn't already get in his ship and just fly away, waiting for the next thing to happen. So I mean, Cara was there still. Cara was there, but regardless, so now he knows that he can't just be left behind. So now they both have to scour the galaxy looking for a safe place to lay low, whilst this Empire business, just blows over. But I think even then, this is before The Force Awakens, so no matter what happens with the Empire, years from now, however long from now until The Force Awakens, the First Order is on the rise. So we will see, but it was cool seeing all of that stuff. So now going forward, we'll just see more adventures of the Mandalorian, but now I think this will probably be more much clearer adventures of the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. Now we go forth knowing that Mandalorian and Baby Yoda both know they can't be separate. He can't just leave Baby Yoda behind. And now we come up to the adventures where they actually have to stick together, and he has to actually keep them safe. So yeah, fatherhood, parenthood for the Mandalorian. So that'll be fun. But that is all I have from the last one. So episode 5, The Gunslinger. Let's go. Oh crap, oh jeez, yeah, your ship is much bigger, there's so much more to hit. Yeah, it's a very easy target. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, just dropping out. Oh, getting in front of you, getting him in front. No? No, that's what he's doing, getting him in front of him so he can shoot back.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter. He's a bounty hunter, alright. Taking Mando's words from the beginning. Oh. Oh, okay, that worked. Yeah, that's his line. That's Mando's line. Opening up with a bounty is a very, very good way to set the tone for what's about to come. Very good way. Oh, they're stranded in space. That would make for a fun episode, fun episode concept.
Locked in for 3-5.
Is that a moon? Is that a moon in the distance? That is a moon, okay, yeah. After the Death Star, I cannot trust moons in this universe. After the Death Star, you can't trust moons in the Star Wars universe. You can't. Oh. Yeah, he's not the biggest fan of droids. He's not the biggest fan of droids.
You'll pay for it, womp rat.
That's also his line. That's also his line. Is this Tatooine? Or Tatooine, however how the hell you pronounce it? This has Tatooine vibes. Oh, those are Stormtrooper helmets on spikes. Oh, damn. That is mad. That is madness.
I'm gonna raise you. Stay in that ship if I were you.
It's just a baby. A Force-sensitive baby, but a baby nonetheless. Oh, he's looking for his Mando. He's looking for his Papa. Papa Mando.
I am going to look after you until the Mandalorian gets back. And then, I'm gonna charge him extra. You see how that works?
Wow, space capitalism at its finest. Yeah.
The bounty guild no longer operates from Tatooine.
Tatooine, yeah, I figured. Tatooine,
I
yeah.
am afraid that does not
Fennec Shand.
Fennec Shand, is that Ming Na Wen?
Since the New Republic put all her employers in lockdown.
Fennec Shand.
Yeah, well,
Okay, it's a hologram, so I can't tell, but I'm like 80% sure that's Ming Na Wen.
Out beyond the Dune Sea.
She's in Star Wars?
Should be an easy job.
She's in Star Wars now?
If you go after her, you won't make it past sunrise.
That sounds like yeah, just Melinda May written all over that. Melinda May written all over that. What the fuck?
Got it all memorized.
Oh, he just wants to tag along. He just wants a reason to tag along, doesn't he?
Looks like you're stuck with me now, partner.
I don't trust that guy. But I can't wait to see Ming Na. I can't wait to see her.
I'm awake!
Where is
You fell asleep looking after the baby? Really?
It's okay. You woke it up.
Man, you ain't getting shit for that.
Any idea how long it took me to get it to sleep?
And then you fell asleep.
Not so fast.
I would say now this is pod racing, but this ain't pod racing. This ain't that. But as per usual, fantastic cinematography, awesome cinematography. No, he's got that cape flowing behind him. He's got that cape. I love that cape. Yeah. Yeah.
Tuscans think they're the locals. Everyone else is just trespassing.
Well, whatever they call themselves.
Probably
Best keep
they're
their
natives. They're
Yeah.
natives.
Why don't you tell them yourself?
Oh shit. Oh.
Relax.
Yeah.
What? Hey, what? Those are brand new.
Yep, they were.
Yeah, they were. Keyword were. They were brand new. No, it's a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. That is way too easy. This is a trap. That's trap written all over it. No, Mando, be careful. Mando, no.
Get down!
Whoa! Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it, Mando. Oh, be careful, be careful. She's aiming for your ass cheeks. Be careful. Oh, she's aiming for your ass cheeks. Oh, got the ass cheeks. Oh. Hope you have good butt plates.
Sniper bolt. She's got the high ground. She'll wait for us to make the first move.
Oh.
I'm gonna rest.
Yeah, she has the high ground.
watch.
And she'll shoot you in half if she has to. Yeah, she's waiting. She's waiting. Is it you, Ming Na? Is that you? Is that you? Those are you. I recognize those eyes. Those gorgeous eyes. That's definitely Ming Na. Oh, God. Yes.
All right, Mando.
You done?
Yeah. I was just, waking you up. Come on.
He never takes the helmet off. How would you know if he was even asleep? You know, he could have been just been
Fast as you
awake
can.
the entire time.
Towards those rocks.
It's like, does the Mandalorian even sleep? Is that the way of the Mandalore? Okay, yeah, now she's back in. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, yeah, temporarily. Oh, yeah, that's Ming-Na. Yeah, braided hair and all. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be fangirling over her for the rest of the episode. That's just how it's gonna be. Oh god. Oh, you screwed up that. How do you screw that up? Oh god damn you. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's not. I'm guessing he's not combat trained. He's not combat trained. You got some good Beskar. You got some good Beskar. Oh damn. Oh yes, there's a kick. There's a kick. Oh. You want to tap out? Yeah, you want to tap out.
Okay, I'll do it.
I don't trust this
Watch
guy.
her, and don't let her get near the bike.
No, I don't
She's
trust
gonna
this
cut
guy.
us dead.
I don't trust him at all.
So the Mandalorian keeps all the money for himself.
Only because I let him.
Doesn't seem
Yeah,
that
because you
way.
could really stop
It
him
seems
if
like
you wanted
he's
to.
calling all the shots. You already have something the guild values far more than me. You just don't see it.
Yeah, the
What?
Mando.
The Mandalorian.
Oh, she knows.
His armor
she
alone
knows.
is worth more than my bounty. A Mandalorian shot up the guild on Navarro. Took some high-value.
Oh, she does know. She does know. She does know. Oh no.
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Like I
and
said, you don't see many.
yeah, and he knows
You
about the
bring
baby.
guild that traitor?
Come on, Mando. Where the fuck are you? How long is it? You knew where the dewback was, and it's taking you this
Only
long to
be
get it
sure
back.
He's the one.
Where it is, he still has the target with him.
The baby.
Some say it's a child.
Oh, he knows the baby.
If you're afraid to take him on, fear not. I can help you with that.
Whoa. Fennec! No.
Advice. Who wouldn't want to be a legend?
Oh, he
Thanks for the tip.
killed Fennec. Oh, God. We get Ming-Na for one episode. For one episode of Mandalorian. Oh, God damn you, Toro. I knew I couldn't trust you. Jesus. You want to get back to your son. You want to get back to Baby Yoda. He's going after him next. Oh, this is some good camera work. This is some good camera work. Oh, he's got the baby and Pelly.
Looks like I'm
Pelly.
calling the shots now. You're a
Get your
guild
grubby
traitor,
mitts off
Mando.
of Baby Yoda, or I will tear your head off and make you eat it.
I'm willing to bet that.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, blur, yeah. Blur his eyes. Boom. There we. Oh no, Yoda, baby. Tell me, baby's okay.
We gotta get it.
Yoda, baby. Oh, okay. Okay, he's okay.
Hiding from us.
Oh yeah, all of his money. Yeah, all of his money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. More than just a hanger. Someone's picking up Fennec. Okay. Huh, okay. That's the end of that episode. Oh, yeah, my hair smells really nice. Okay, so yeah, it's the end of that episode. So yeah, Tatooine. It was Tatooine. That's one of the first things I've got written down. It was indeed Tatooine. Yeah, I feel like, Tatooine and Jakku, they have their differences quite visually and, atmospherically too. So it's good that we return there. But yeah, had some creepy stuff on there, like the Stormtrooper head, the helmets with spikes cut through it too. Some of them had cracks in other places, some of them had dried age-old blood leaking down it. But that was just it was a sight. But yeah, so I feel like I have to get to my personal highlight of this episode, which was Ming-Na Wen, the Star Wars. That is something I did not see. I did not at all see coming. I didn't really think we'd see Ming-Na Wen in the Star Wars universe. I think, I know. I mean, I'm aware she's a sci-fi fan. She's a sci-fi fan. I think I've seen some stuff of on her Twitter. She's shared some pictures of her, her posing with Yoda, Pops and other Star Wars Funko Pops and stuff, but I've never, I figured, in that sense, she was just a fan, but actually seeing her in this was a very, very, very welcome and cool surprise. So, yeah, so she played Fennec Shand, an assassin, a former mercenary who had actually served the Hutts in previous years. But yeah, so yeah, with me, I think it was cool. It was cool seeing her in something else, and seeing her in what was portrayed to be somewhat more of like a antagonistic role. I think with this one, I think she wasn't the clear enemy by the end of it, but she was still the person that she was the target he was given. She was the target he was given. So in that sense, she was the enemy, and she was dishing out the intel on how Mando himself was a big target for the Bounty Hunters Guild. And yeah, so seeing her in this was very, very fun. Seeing her seeing her in combat, I think, because I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. so much, and seeing her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. so much that I think with this one, I think I tried not to typecast her in my mind. Like in my mind, 90% of what was going on was like, oh my god, it's Ming-Na Wen. Oh my god, it's Ming-Na Wen. And then hearing her talk and seeing her fight, I was just like, it was kind of flashing me back to seeing her do all those things in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Melinda May. Like, it's what I know her as most commonly. And I think it's, it is undoubtedly one of her biggest and most popular roles. It's what kind of, launched her to start. I mean, she's been in other great stuff too. And I think that's what's, for me, that was what was important to remember too. Like, she's not Melinda May, but she makes a great Melinda May, but that's because she's a great actress herself. She's able to pull off a multitude of a variety of roles, whatever they may be, comedy, drama, whatever. So yeah, so her being Melinda May is just her being Melinda May. She's fit for that role. She's very much personified that role. But whatever she's in the future, should not be determined by her performance as Melinda May. So seeing her in this was a very, very kind of like a different kind of thing that I really, really enjoyed. And I think we might be seeing her again. We may well be seeing her again, because I think at the end we did see that another person with a cape, also with a cape. The cape. When I saw the cape, I was like, oh, is this another Mandalorian? Or because then I don't know. I mean, whoever picked her up must have known about her or known who she was. Because then because otherwise, I mean, she's just like a a single shot body. I think that post credit scene. I think what that means is that she's not really dead. She's. I think it was like a body shot that he took, and it definitely took her out for the count. But I think she may well be. I mean, with Star Wars, it's years and years into the future. There's so much technology in this that we can only dream of having right now. So I would not be surprised if there is some kind of tech in there that can heal laser shot wounds and whatnot. So because of that, I do anticipate her return in the future, whether that's in this season or season 2. We can only wait and see, but I do anticipate her return because of that. So yeah, and I think she is a character of the more. I mean, with the knowledge that she has, she knows about the Mando. She knows of the recent news as well. She knew that he was a target of the Bounty Hunters Guild, and that he was carrying his own target, the target he was originally tasked with actually retrieving for the Empire. He was traveling with said target too, so she knew to tell Toro everything he wanted. She knew to tell him oh, he's worth more than I am. He's you take him, you take that traitor into the guild, and they'll make you a legend. They'll give you legend status. So she knows about stuff. So yeah, and I think she's an ex-mercenary too, so she's kind of somewhat similar to Cara Dune, except she's much more she's a sniper assassin, or at least that's what we saw her fighting with in this one. She may well be good with a regular blaster and a SMG blaster if those are a thing. I think those are a thing. But yeah, regardless, it was great seeing her in this, and yeah, I continue to look forward to seeing her in past/present in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But yeah, seeing her in this was very, very, very fun, and I think, given that Jon Favreau works on this show and how closely connected and how much he's worked on the MCU too, even outside of the Iron Man movies, how much he's worked on the MCU, I think it's not really uncommon for him and Ming-Na to have that kind of connection, and for him to come forward to her being I've got this great role, you probably love to play it, or even Ming-Na auditioning for that role, telling her oh, I'd love to play that role. But however that conversation went, I don't know. But given that Jon Favreau is also working on this, I think it makes more. It's how that conversation went down the fact that it went down makes a lot more sense. And yeah, and she obviously aced the audition, however it went, and got herself into this. So seeing her in this was just a great surprise, a great surprise. So yeah, I look forward to seeing her this, and it was, her look is different too. Like, she's got like braided, tied up hair and everything, and she actually looks like a space warrior. So it's fun stuff. And yeah, we had Toro Callaghan, the boy, the guy, the guy. He wanted to be a bounty hunter really badly. He wanted to be a bounty hunter really badly. So he was able to. I mean, I think I didn't trust him very much. I think at the moment I saw him, I kind of had that kind of distrust of him, like, and the fact that he even broke he broke the tracking fob just so that he could deliberately so that he could go along for the hunt. That alone kind of made me kind of skittish and kind of kind of distrustful of him. So that happened, and then I think him just not really being equipped for any kind of fight. Like, he didn't have any body armor. Like, bounty hunters usually, I think he wanted to be one, but then you'd think that, like, given that, he'd at least known what to do for a fight. Like, him going up against someone with a sniper rifle. I mean, you might not have anticipated her having a sniper rifle. But then knowing what kind of target she is, she's an ex-mercenary, she's an assassin, she's killed people, so assassins usually, are proficient with most, if not all, weapons, and those include long-range ones like sniper rifles, and then, you come up against that, you're gonna need some good body armor to, fend off against like a laser bolt from a sniper rifle. So, I don't know, he just seemed like he was using, he was obviously using the Mandalorian to actually just get to Fennec. So then by the end of it, he took her out too. Once he found out, what he wanted, value. He wanted, like, actual, status value. He wanted status value. He said he didn't care about the money. He just wanted to be a bounty hunter. Like, he wanted that to be part of his name. Like, he wanted to be known as a bounty hunter, to be feared as a bounty hunter, that kind of thing. So he cared more about information and that kind of, the presence of a bounty hunter in like a room over the money that it paid. So then once he found out that that Mando was worth more than Fennec was, he had no problem taking her out. And then he'd even seen Baby Yoda. So once the more she talked, the more he started putting two and two together. Like, oh, like a bounty hunter actually shot up a place on Navarro and stuff, and then took the target and ran away. And where it is, the target is a kid. And he's like, wait, the Mando has a kid, and it's Baby Yoda. Like, I keep wondering, every time people see Baby Yoda, I keep wondering, like, do they recognize him? Because again, this is set after the original trilogy. So Yoda was fairly prominent in the prequels, so it's been years since then. And he has, and then after that, Yoda was only seen training Luke on Dagobah. He never left those swamps. He was training Luke on Dagobah. So it had been a while. It had been a while since he'd been in exile. But then people would still have known about, like the stories of Master Yoda would have traveled down the timeline, right? And this is Baby Yoda. It's from the same species. He looks so much the same. Like, he's if Yoda was still alive, he'd probably only be like an inch or two taller, like a foot taller at most. That's it. He'd probably just be like a foot taller than Baby Yoda. Like that. That's basically it. So how people don't point out, like, oh, is that Master Yoda, or is that like from Yoda's species? Like, how people don't question. I mean, maybe they don't on the inside, but then actually knowing that they're questioning it by them actually verbally questioning it would help in that sense. Like, like Toro, he just looked at the baby and then he just looked away, like, wow, okay, a baby, great. So he's got kids on his tail as he's working the job. So yeah, but then as soon as Fennec mentioned that the target was a kid, he then flashed back to, oh crap, Peli was holding a kid. She was holding a kid, so that's the target. That's the target that he has. So then he knew to take out the less worthy target and to go straight for the Mandalorian's bounty, which didn't work because she took the flash sparking thing from him and then gave it to Mando, and he did his thing and then stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, in terms of an episode, this was fun, I'd say. I think it wasn't as it felt a lot more self-contained than than anything else we've seen so far. It felt a lot like shorter in terms of story. It felt like a lot simpler, which isn't, for me, it isn't terrible. But again, it's like, again, for me, the biggest highlight was seeing Ming-Na Wen, seeing her, like, having loved her and just loved her so much as Melinda May, seeing her in this as Fennec Shand was like, she had a short-lived presence in the episode, but she still, for what little screen time she had, she was still really, really cool to watch. And again, it leaves me wanting more. So that ending shows that we may well get Fennec Shand again back later down the show's timeline. But yeah, as an episode, I think it works. I think it feels a lot more self-contained, a lot simpler as a story, and it just I think throwing in someone who wants to be a bounty hunter, I think it was interesting. I think it felt like it felt, I don't know how it felt. I don't know, because what they've clearly established is that, what they established in the last episode is that the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, they can't stay in one place for too long because the Empire and the Guild, both the Empire and the Guild are after them. So wherever they go, tracking force. Like, the episode itself opened with their ship being chased by another bounty hunter, and then he had trouble taking him down, even in the midst of taking shots. Like, his ship is much bigger, so there's much more area to hit. So they kind of established, even from the outset, they established that you can't trust other bounty hunters. You cannot trust other bounty hunters in this. And now you got Toro, someone who's actually wanting to be a bounty hunter, wanting to be an official bounty hunter in the guild and everything. So I think that's interesting. I think it's an interesting way to pull off. I think it's an interesting way to execute the new kind of story idea that you can't trust any bounty hunters. You can't trust old ones. You can't trust the new ones. You can't trust the ones you may have even worked with or chatted with in previous times, and you can't trust the new ones who are trying to find their way in the intergalactic world of bounty hunters. So yeah, I don't know. It feels strange, but it still, I don't know. It feels like, because again, I didn't hate this episode. It just felt kind of weird in that sense. It felt weird in that sense, like them clarifying them establishing what they did, but then doing an episode as simple and as kind of simple as this. Again, it wasn't terrible. It was enjoyable, I'd say. I think it was enjoyable, but it just felt weird for me. Like, watching something as simplistic as that. Like, guy wants to be a bounty hunter. Guy sets Mando on the bounty. They find the target. They knock out the target. Then he goes to do the do-back thing, and then this guy gets the information he needs and takes out the original target, and then goes for a new target. And yeah, I mean, the more I talk about it, the more I realize how many steps were actually involved. But still, I don't know. It just seems like I think it would have been cool. I think it's cool because it shows that there's going to be trust issues going forward. He can't trust anyone. He cannot trust anyone, especially not any bounty hunters. But I think it would have been cooler to see that nowhere is safe. He's got eyes everywhere. I think maybe next episode we might see that. It would have been cooler to see that there's eyes everywhere, there's ears everywhere, there's people watching him at all turns, so he has to, he can't stay in one place for too long. So, him having, him having his engine shot out at the beginning of the episode was a good excuse for him to dock on Tatooine, whilst getting his ship prepared, and then doing a bounty too, and he's still looking for work in the middle of all this, he's still looking for bounties to hunt. So, yeah, that stuff was cool. But yeah, I haven't really gotten much else written down. We had Peli, who was an engineer with 3 droids, so she was fun in the end. I thought I kind of had iffy feelings about her, like maybe she would maybe she would try and take Baby Yoda away, but no, that didn't happen. She fell asleep on the job watching Baby Yoda, but hey, she even took it upon herself to actually watch Baby Yoda on the pretense of, charging him extra for it, but she still took it upon herself, protected her, gave him a helping hand in getting Baby Yoda back and taking out Toro, so Peli's good, but we were on Tatooine and ran into the Tusken Raiders again, and to my knowledge, the way they described them, like in the way Mando described them too, like, Tusken Raiders are local, the Tusken Raiders are the ones who live here, everyone else are the locals, so I think Tusken Raiders are the natives, I believe, and then, yeah, everyone else is locals and stuff, but yeah, being back on Tatooine was a fun little returning Easter egg. I think I wasn't expecting much from it, besides from the name drop and the location being that. Like, you know, again, like awesome cinematography as they were riding those like hover bike things down the desert plains, and I think, you know, especially desert plain shots can be really, really cool. So, you know, Tatooine being on different planets, I think it offers the opportunity for them to really get creative and show off different skyline shots and horizon shots and landscapes and stuff. The cinematography, again, in this show alone, the cinematography is just on point all the time. It's so beautiful. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for that. And yeah, I think going forward, we're just going to see more of how they can't really trust anyone. They're just going to have to keep moving. They're going to, you know, meet different people as well and have some fun in outer space in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, fun stuff. But that is all I have. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys thought. I've heard that this wasn't really like an episode to get too excited about, and then, you know, the only thing I got truly excited about was Ming-Na Wen. So that's understandable. That's justifiable. So yeah, but let me know what you guys thought. What you guys thought of this, how you felt about this episode, what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, what you're looking forward to next. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So yeah, that was The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 5, titled The Gunslinger. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment and read all the episode and what you think is coming up next time on The Mandalorian. The uncut reaction, if you want to go check it out, will be over on Patreon, so go over there. But yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next time.